Hello, hello, hello. I am the Linux Mensch. The other day I did a video about Remmina and how it stopped working in the middle of October after an update in my Arch Linux system. And I tried to fiddle around with it to get it working. I actually spent quite a few hours on it. And I tried downgrading to another version of it and I couldn't get it working. Now I have an extra computer that's running on pure Debian and it was working in there. And I was really enjoying running Debian for a while. So I thought, should I wipe out my main production machine, get rid of Arch Linux, and install pure Debian? So I did a video on it, and I asked for your advice in the comments, and I got lots of comments, lots of suggestions and advice, and thank you for watching, and thank you for all your suggestions. Now this morning, I thought, let's try removing it and reinstalling it and see if it works. And it didn't. Then I thought, well, let's remove it again and let's install the AUR version. And guess what? The AUR version works. So I'm going to take a quick look at it. So let's get to it. So rather than showing you my main production machine, I'm in a virtual machine of Arch Linux with the awesome window manager. And let's open up HTOP just for the heck of it. I know it has nothing really to do with the topic of this video. Look at this. I've been up for 6 minutes and we're running at 216 megabytes of RAM. So this virtual machine has 4 processors, 4 gigs of RAM, no swap, and I'm running at 216 megabytes of RAM. And that's partly because Arch Linux uses less RAM than other distributions, and it's mainly because I'm not running a full-fledged desktop environment. Whenever you're running a window manager like Awesome or Qtile or one of the other window managers, they always use less RAM. So anyways, it's running at 216 megabytes of RAM, and I'm getting off topic. So let's just go to another workspace, and I'm going to I'm going to open up my Remmina app. When the Remmina app wasn't working, this page would come up and I would get right here, it would be spinning, trying to connect, but not able to connect. It would just keep spinning and spinning and spinning. And this whole area here wouldn't show, it would just be black screen. So these fields for the username and password and domain, they wouldn't be there. And even when it was working, before it stopped working in the middle of October, this never worked. So this I, you can click on the I to make sure that you typed in your password correctly. Well, that wasn't working. And in my Debian system, this I doesn't work. But in this version from the AUR, the Arch User Repository, the I works, and I love that. And I always want to make sure my password is correct so I don't have trouble getting in. And I don't want to get locked out. So I'm going to log in, give you a quick tour and a video. It's going to be a short video today. And here we are. I'm logged into the Windows server. And you can see I have my icons down here at the bottom. And let's just open up the start menu. Well, you can see there's my Windows calculator. I have Firefox, Outlook, Adobe Acrobat, Windows, Excel, my file manager, and this is a program, this blue icon is a program we use at work. This is the start menu, and you can see I have Firefox installed. There's Adobe Acrobat. This blue one is the icon we use at work. I have the Brave browser installed. I have Outlook 2016, Excel, Word 2016, and Google Chrome. Now, if I want to get back to my Linux system, I can just minimize this. And there's my awesome. And I have my different workspaces here. And let's go back to HTOP. So now I'm running at 328 megabytes of RAM. And I'm still logged into the cloud service. Now at work, when I'm logged in at work, my computer box is Windows 10. And when I'm logged into the cloud service, I'm using 4 to 4.5 gigs of RAM. And that would be when I have nothing else opened except I'm logged into the cloud service. 4.5 gigs of RAM. And here I'm using, you can see, I'm logged into the cloud service and I'm using 328 megabytes of RAM. Isn't that amazing? So let's go back to the other workspace. And let's open up this. And there we are. I'm connected to the Windows server. So I'm just going to disconnect. Let's disconnect. And now I'm logged out. And now let's go back to HTOP. And now I'm at 272 megabytes of RAM. And if you don't believe I'm in Arch Linux, let's do a neofetch. Neofetch. There we are. I'm in Arch Linux. And I don't know why neofetch reads the RAM differently than HTOP. I have no idea. So let's close it. Let's open up HTOP again. Well, now it's at 270. Okay. And that's it. So, Remmina is working from the AUR, the Arch User Repository. And as a result of that, I'm not going to wipe out my Arch Linux from my main production machine and install Debian on it. And as much as I love Debian, and I think Debian is a great system, I'm going to keep Debian on my extra computer. But there's no point in messing around with my main production system because I use this computer for everything. And like they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I am the Linux Mensch.